Good morning, good afternoon and good evening, and welcome back to the channel. We are going on a journey. We are going on my first ever Glory Hunter challenge. Let's go straight into it and I'll show you what it's all about. Before we go anywhere, please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel to see all future content and current content that is on the channel related to Football Manager. So, as I say, this is going to be the first ever Glory Hunter challenge that I've done on the channel. And I'm doing it with a slight twist. Now, the usual setup for the Glory Hunter is Champions League, Europa League, and the top 5 leagues being England, France, Spain, Italy and Germany. But I decided to make it a little bit more difficult because the challenge is usually to win the major domestic cups, league titles, and those 2 European titles in 20 seasons, which is a challenge enough as it is. But I've decided to add an extra league into it, and that league is going to be the Portuguese League. Now I'm going to load up the trophy cabinet to have a little look at the trophies. So here we go, and as you can see, I have it laid out with the Portuguese League, the English, Spanish, Italian, German and French, plus the 2 European trophies. So adding that Portuguese League in there will make it a little bit more of a challenge, but I'm excited for it, and I've already picked my team that I'm starting off with, and I think it's a very, very good option to go with, and that team is going to be Sporting Lisbon. I think this personally is a really, really good option. In real life, I like the way Sporting Lisbon play. I think they've got some of the biggest talents coming through the Portuguese League, namely 2 of the best young centre-backs in all of Europe, as well as one of the best strikers and shadow strikers. You got Gyökeres, you got Gonçalves, you got Inacio, and you got Diamonde. Just 4 players alone that could change the entire season. But also, from what I've seen on other challenge videos where people have done the Glory Hunter, the most difficult competition to win is the Europa League, because you have to balance it out to qualify for the Europa League, and Sporting Lisbon actually start off in the Europa League, and I've actually got a very good squad which I think could actually go on and challenge the likes of Atalanta, Liverpool, Bayer Leverkusen. I think they can actually challenge and go on to win it. So, that being said, as you can see, it's the 13th of August, so the season is just about to start, and I'm going to simulate it from there. Financially wise, not looking too bad. I think I started off with a transfer budget of around about 10 million. I can't remember off the top of my head. The club is very well run, but does have a lot of debt, which is a little bit concerning, but I'm not going to worry myself too much with clearing debt and things like that, because that is for a rebuild challenge. This is Glory Hunter. I just want to win the trophies, and I want to win the competitions that I'm going to tick off the trophy cabinet board. Fingers crossed I can do it in the first season to give myself a head start. Transfer wise, I did bring in a couple of players just to bulk out the squad, because as you can see, a lot of players have gone out on loan. I mean, the Sporting Lisbon squad is saturated with players left, right and centre. So I had to send out a lot of people on loan. Did I sell anybody else? Yeah, I sold a few when I came in. A couple of these youngsters here who just clearly not going to make it, and the rest of them went out on loan. But my 2 signings that I did bring in, I wanted a backup for Gonçalves because I didn't really have a player who could play behind Gyökeres besides Gonçalves. So I brought in a young Serbian, Samed Bazdar. Pretty good overall, 19, got plenty of potential, so I think he could do quite well. Good shadow striker slash trequartista slash attacking midfielder, so he could pretty much do the whole shebang for that. And I also wanted somebody else to cover at left back and also left footed centre back. And Juan David Cabal, Colombian, who I brought over from Verona. I think he only spent 1 season there and I brought him over. I'm more than happy with that. I think it's fine. For some reason or other, he's wanted on loan. That's not going to happen. I'm not sending him out on loan, he's part of the squad. So we'll have a look at the squad. And yes, it does look a little bit thin. And it's the one thing I've struggled to actually balance out, because so many players have gone out on loan and a few more wanted to go out on loan. it's going to be tight. But 3 goalkeepers in Adan, Israel, and Pinto. I've got Neto, Coates, Inacio, Quaresma, Diamonde as my centre backs. Asagio and Fresneda. I didn't even realise Fresneda was here when I first loaded up, but he is like one of the best right backs on the game. Mateus Rice and Cabal as my left backs. Then I've got Hilmund, Morita, Braganca as my central midfielders. My shadow striker / attacking central midfielder. Again, I'll show you the tactics in a second. I've got Conchalves and Bazdar. Then I've got my wingers as Camacho, Trincao, Marcus Edwards. And then my strikers, I've got Paulinho and Gyökeres. As I say, the squad's looking a little bit thin. Am I feeling as optimistic as I did at the start of the video? Nope. But let's see what can happen. Staff-wise, I've had a little fiddle around with it, but they're pretty well stacked out as it is anyway. And then tactically, I've gone for the 4-2-3-1 gegenpress with 2 central midfielders and a shadow striker behind my pressing forward. Let's see how we get on. So, first season target, I would love to win the treble and get it finished off in the first season. Is it going to happen? I don't know. Let's go and simulate the season and go and find out. Well, that's a little bit disappointing. We missed out on the league in the first season. We were top for a little bit, but then we fluctuated between 3rd and 2nd for pretty much most of the season. Benfica were just on fire this season. But in the end, we did finish 6 points ahead against Porto and only 4 points behind Benfica. And we did actually have a better goal difference as well, to be fair. So I'm going to have a look at the league. I only lost 2 games and both of them was at Benfica. Home and away. That is disappointing, to say the least. And let's say goals-wise, very solid defence. Only conceded 24. Scored 97, so that's league title out for the first season, so I can't tick that one off. Did we win one of the cups? No. Ugh. So I'll take that back. You know when I said I had a squad that could compete against Bayer Leverkusen? Turns out I don't. So we got knocked out by them, got knocked out by Porto in the Portuguese Cup, which is the Taça de Portugal, their version of the FA Cup, and then you got the League Cup, which is like their version of the Carabao Cup. Not that bothered about that one. Getting to the semis is still pretty decent, but it's just unlucky coming across Porto with that round. So these are the targets here, and we missed out on all of them, which means the board are only giving me a C+, so my job is a little bit on the unstable side. But looking at the actual squad themselves, if we have a look at the goals, Gonçalves as the shadow striker got 28 and 16. Trincao got 24 and 14 as the inside forward, and Gyökeres got 23 and 5. That is a great season. And as you can see on this list, like I was saying before, the amount of loans I've got. I mean, look at the amount of players here. I mean, Fatawu, who's at Leicester in real life. Going back to Sporting Lisbon now, but he had a great season in real life. Didn't really do too much on the game, to be fair. Vinagre, who I believe is at Verona. Was he? Yeah, he was at Everton and Hull. Who else have we got in here that could spring a surprise? Eusebio, who I believe turns into a bit of a wonder kid on this game as well. Very good talent. Yeah, Cabral as well. Not a bad player. Mentally, well, technically and physically very good, but mental's not very good at all. So, second season, I'm going to have to pull it out the bag. There's going to be a lot of movement going on. A lot of players being sold. A lot of players being loaned out again. I need to raise some funds because financially wise, I've only got 22 million. And if I want to improve this squad, I've got a feeling that I'm probably going to lose a couple of my star players because the likes of Gonçalves is wanted by every big team in Europe, and it's understandable because he's absolutely fantastic and has been at Sporting since he moved from Lecao. Really, he was at Wolves. I did not know that. Okay, so yeah, I mean, look at his season output: 32-23, 27-8, 33-15, and then 32-21. Outstanding. I'm going to be getting top dollar for him if I do sell him. But here endeth the first episode of the Glory Hunter Challenge, and it has ended in utter abysmal failure of winning nothing. So that's one season down, 19 to go. I need to pull it out of the bag in the second season. Otherwise, this could go wrong very, very quickly. Thank you very much for watching, guys. It's very much appreciated. As I said before, please leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel to keep up with the content of this series. And go and check out the other many rebuilds and challenge series that I've got on the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Catch you later. Ta-ra.